Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Blended and Not Offended. Sometimes I just need a burrito.
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna go get the food. You're like, what? Why?
I'm so glad you said it right this time.
What do you mean, said it right?
But the other time you're like, blended and offended.
Oh, yeah, I did say it wrong. No, but then you were like, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's true.
I can't believe you said it wrong.
Well,
or agreed when I said it wrong.
Well, because it's like you said it with such confidence, I had no other choice but to just roll with it.
I'm a confident human being. What can I say?
Are you?
No.
Oh.
All right, so we wanted to tackle a very controversial subject here in the great world that we live in now, where everybody is offended by everything.
Yeah.
And that topic is
Spanking.
to spank or not to spank.
Yep. What's your take on it?
Beat them. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm kidding.
You can't
I'm kidding.
say that. Oh
Don't beat them. But a little spanking every now and then is not going to hurt.
I can't believe you just said that. Don't say that.
Oh my God, sue me.
Be careful. Be careful. No, I think millennials are more pro not spanking. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, because they're entitled little jerks.
You're a millennial.
Yeah, but there's a difference. There's a huge difference between millennials that are now in their 30s and millennials that are like in their mid-20s.
Yeah. So wait, what exactly is what? Do you know the years?
I think it's like, no, I don't know the years, but I can look it up.
Because I think it was like 1980, right?
It's 80 something.
To what though?
Born between 1980 and 1995.
Wait, 1980 and 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. But I feel like you and I, we're not typical like millennials. I mean, we are in some sense as far as like wanting to be our own bosses and stuff like that. We very much have that mindset of like hustle and grind, and you got to do what you got to do to make sure you don't have to answer to anybody. But in the sense of like parenting, I feel like we're more old school.
Yeah, I would agree, because here's where I struggle.
Tell me.
Let's have a little Richard rant here.
Oh no.
That's
Richard
good.
rant.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, wait, what goes with Emily?
Nothing. All right.
Moving on.
All right. When I look at millennials and I think of like, oh my God, should I spank the kid or should I not spank the kid? You know, it's like to be or not to be type thing. I immediately think of like participation trophies. It is softened kids nowadays.
I don't know.
100%. This is Richard's rant. You just wait.
Oh my God.
Wait your turn, because now I'm getting a little fired up.
Ew, that's a typical millennial entitled shit right there.
No, this is not entitlement. This is me telling everybody exactly how I feel about this. Yes, participation trophies, where you say, hey, little Susie, I know you sucked this season. You didn't do anything to better the team. I mean, let's just keep letting the phone go off and get on the microphone while I'm talking. That's great. See? Entitlement.
Who are you talking to?
You. Doesn't matter
I can't control that my phone is going on.
Doesn't matter who's talking or what's going on. You're just, whatever happens with Emily is what happens to everybody.
First of all, is this part of your Richard rant, or what are we doing here?
A little bit.
All right.
So, participation trophies. Little Susie sucks at t-ball. She's terrible. She runs to third base when the ball is hit. She stands there and cries when the ball is hit in her direction. And yet, somehow, at the end of the season, she gets a trophy.
I mean, I feel like I'm mixed on this.
No, there's nothing
I'm mixed on this because what if little Susie, what if that is completely out of her comfort zone? And I think that she should get rewarded for taking that step and having that courage to maybe try something that she wasn't sure she was going to like. I mean, like, or what if she has like a disability and she's trying to like do what other kids do? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. So I don't want to say that I'm anti participation trophies or not. I see the pros and cons of both, because even when I was in school though, like it was called a turkey trot, and we would run, it was like a mile or 2 miles around Thanksgiving time, and we would all get a ribbon at the end.
Really? You all got a ribbon?
Yes. And it said that we completed the turkey trot.
Not in my hood.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. This is tough. This is tough.
I don't think it's tough at all. So let me loop this back around to the spanking thing. We give people participation trophies for just participating in a sport. Hey, congratulations. You participated. Well, that's great. I participate in everyday life. What do I get from it? What type of positive reward do I get for just waking up in the morning, going to work, taking the kids to school, doing this, doing that? Nothing.
You get rewarded by, this is the life that you created. You have littles that depend on you. You have a job. You have a roof over your head. You have a family that loves you. That's what you're rewarded with.
But the thing is like all of the positive reinforcement,
right,
makes me think, even though I'm against the participation trophies and everything else, but because everybody else is receiving participation trophies and everybody else is doing this and doing that, the positive reinforcement in me is like, I want to get a participation trophy too. Whereas if somebody was like, hey, you didn't play well, or, hey, your team did not win the championship, so you get nothing. You get the joys of playing and this and that. It makes me a little bit tougher. And it says, you know what? I really want to succeed. I want to be better. I want to win that championship. And so then I relate this back to spanking, because it's like we coddle the kids and we say, oh my God, I know you messed up, but don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. No, everything's not going to be okay. You messed up. Take your spanking.
What? Okay, I feel like, there's a lot. Okay, so this is, I think that this is one of our biggest challenges in our relationship, is because we have a lot of similarities when it comes to parenting, but I feel like we also have a lot of differences on how we view things and when too much is too much and this and that. As far as like participation trophies and stuff, I think maybe it's more of like an age thing for me. Like, I think 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, as they're just starting to like participate and kind of get outside their comfort zone and like interact with other kids, I don't see that how it could be harmful to say like, hey, you completed, your first thing at T-ball, like awesome job for attempting it. I think it's more so when they're older, where it's like, all right, now it comes to life lessons where you don't always get what you want in life, and there's going to be disappointment in your life. And I'm not saying that should be like an everyday occurrence to your child of like teaching them that there's disappointment, but I think it's a huge, huge topic to go over with your kids. Like, yes, life is great, but it's not always rainbows and butterflies and magic shits everywhere. Like there's going to be times where it's rough. You're going to have to really work with, for what you have. And maybe it's not always what you want. I think it's more of like an age thing for me. Little kids, I think they should be rewarded for trying new things, getting outside their comfort zone. Older kids, it's more about, listen, now we're going to shape you into like who you are and how the world is. Okay,
so do you reward a little kid for listening like they're supposed to, or do you discipline them for not listening when they're supposed to?
It depends on the circumstance, but I think kids learn to listen because of when they're younger, you teach them, if you don't listen, this is what happens.
Yeah, you get spanked.
Yeah, I mean, listen, our household, we do spank. I'm not saying, we're crazy about it, stuff like that. We do believe in a little...
There's that slapping noise again.
There it is.
I clarify that Gray gets spanked maybe like once every 2 or 3 weeks. Maybe a little bit more than that, maybe a little bit less. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I try. I've looked into a lot of different methods of parenting. I would say a lot more than you have. And I'm a lot more in tune with, let's try to talk to him first and try to reason with him, which I know it's difficult for his age. He's still kind of trying to understand the world. But my biggest thing that I feel like we're different is I think it's okay for him to show emotion. And like I say, it's okay to be upset. Where you're like, no, you're in trouble.
Yeah, quit crying. You did this.
Yeah, which that's awful. Like that's basically saying like when you have bad days, I'm going to go up to you and be like, suck it up.
But this is what I'm saying. When I tell him, hey, stop crying, it's not because I don't want him to show emotion. It's because I need him to understand, like, if you do something wrong, you're going to get in trouble for it. And you know what? Nobody cares.
I care.
You did it. You put yourself in that position. So yeah, if you
too. I feel like that's an older concept. That's like 4 or 5-year-olds. Hey, you do this happens. His age, he's still just trying to figure out what's okay and what's not. In my opinion. But this is where we differ.
100%, because this is, I think, you start them young, understanding these concepts of, hey, nobody cares. If you did something wrong, you're going to get in trouble for it, or you're going to reap the consequences of it. Nobody's going to be there to back you up. Nobody's going to be there to tell you,
I feel like that's
it's
an
okay,
older
everything's
age mentality.
Okay. Because,
that is
listen,
for like the girls.
Yeah, but
they're
listen,
at that age where
if you keep going, if you let that continue, where it's like, oh yeah, go ahead and cry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, it's okay. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. You know, he turns out to one of those people following people around Target because they're not wearing a mask and getting vaccinated.
No, stop. First of all, you're so overdramatic right now. I don't agree with you. I think he's at that age where I'm not saying he can act out. Like like the other night when he slapped me in the face, did I put up with that? No, because for me, you do not put your hands on someone, and if they tell you that it hurt, you better freaking apologize. I don't care how young you are. That is unacceptable, and you need to learn that from the very beginning, that is not okay.
Just to clarify, he didn't like wind up and slap you across the face, though.
I mean, no, but he definitely
pushed the side of your face.
Yeah, and it hurt. You know what I mean? Like, not cool. And he did it intentionally. That's the difference. Yeah. You know, like, if it was an accident, obviously, whatever. He did it on purpose because he didn't want me to look at him. That's why he did it.
I think that the other thing about spanking is that it gives immediate response to a negative behavior.
But if you look into it, it also initiates a fight or flight in the child, in their brain, and they don't necessarily understand it right away. So although we think that that's happening, hey, you do this, you get spanked, that's not necessarily what's going on in their mind. It's very interesting. Like, I really wish that you would kind of like look into things more. Like,
I'm looking at it right now. Let me tell you what this particular website says.
Okay.
About why spanking is bad.
Okay.
Which was very difficult for me to even click on this link.
Stop. Like, you're not open to other people's perspectives?
I'm 100% open to other people's perspectives. Don't classify me in that cancel culture group. I don't like it.
Maybe it's just the entitled millennial in you.
No, definitely not. So here's the reasons, and I want you to tell me yes or no.
Okay.
If you believe this is why spanking is bad.
Okay.
First one, it doesn't teach appropriate behavior.
Yeah, that's what I just kind of said. It doesn't trigger in their mind the same way that it triggers in our mind. So I'm maybe on that one. Maybe.
I am a big fat no. That is not why spanking is bad. Because if I say, hey, you did something wrong, whap, immediately.
Don't say it like that.
Immediately, the kid knows I did something bad.
No, that's not true. Immediately,
and you know what's going to happen?
Fight or flight. They're like, oh crap, dad just hit me. I don't understand what's going on, and then they get scared. So no, that's not always what happens.
I would disagree. I think in his head, it's like, I just got spanked. I did something wrong.
No, I think you're wrong.
And over time, guess what? Behavior change. Second one, and this one I'm okay with. It models aggression.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
That is
because
one
they
reason.
don't fully understand why it's happening.
That is one reason why spanking, I believe, is bad. Maybe one of the only reasons, mind you, because I'm showing him that if somebody does something you don't like, the first thing you do is hit them.
Yeah.
It creates shame. You know, one thing I love?
Shame?
Shame. One thing I've always loved, and this is so controversial, I've heard so many different opinions about it, where, like, you see those parents where the kid did something, and it's older kids, they did something wrong.
And they embarrass them.
And they, like, make them stand out on the street with a sign that says, like, I wore short shorts to school or something like that.
Okay, can we just stop here for a second? Because this is exciting. Because I'll never forget. I forget exactly, like, what I did. But there was a time where I did something wrong. And I think I was giving my mom attitude in the morning. And I was right before middle school, right? And so we were in the drop-off line. I get out. I close the door. I'm walking and my mom rolls down the window and just starts honking. And I mean just like, everyone stopped and looked at me. I was so embarrassed. So embarrassed. Like, I'm pretty sure that I didn't have attitude for like a good solid couple months after that because I was like, yo, this girl, she will embarrass me. So I see it to a point, you know?
Okay.
I do think like embarrassment is good, but not.
I love
not
it.
extreme. Yes, you do. You do it to me. What did you say to when I got out of QT that time?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you want me to say that on the podcast, but...
What was it?
You said something about the allergy medicine making you sick.
Oh, yeah. And you were like, don't forget to wipe, or did you wipe? What did you say?
I said something about diarrhea.
In front of the guy.
Yeah, there was a guy walking in with you. So embarrassing. Anyway.
God, Jesus.
For people that make their kids hold signs out on the street corner or on the side of the road, kudos to you.
No, honestly, I feel like that's fine.
Next one. It loses effectiveness over time.
Yeah, I agree with that. They get numb to it.
I don't know.
It becomes to a point, because I like, listen, there was a point, I remember my childhood where I'm like, yeah, hit me. Whatever.
Oh, you're so cool.
No, I'm just saying, like, you get to a point where you're just like, yep, okay, it hurts for a little bit, and then it goes away, and like, that's it. You know?
Okay. This one I completely agree with. It doesn't work for older kids and teens.
Yeah, I agree. But what is what is the age limit?
Cam's 10. I don't think I would spank Cam. I think it gets as a man to his daughter, it gets weird.
Yeah, I could see that.
It gets weird.
I could see that. So, but what about like a man to his son?
No, I think it's still weird.
Like at a certain age?
Yeah, I think just at a certain age it's weird, but it's even that much more weird when it's like a man to his daughter.
Yeah, but what about like? Yeah, no, yeah, I can see that. So what's like an appropriate age? You think like 7, 6?
Yeah, I think 6, 7 is probably like
the top, like
maybe the top of it, and then after that, like I feel like you're far enough along in your cognitive world where you can understand.
Yeah, and I feel like at that point it's more of like taking things away from them that would get them more than a spanking anyways. Right? Like if you took like a TV away or an electronic or whatever.
But see so here's the kicker, right? So that's one of the alternatives to spanking is removing privileges.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Which I agree with that.
Okay. The other one is using praise to encourage positive behavior. Participation trophies. Hey, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Here's your reward.
Two separate things.
No, it's not.
You're saying participation trophies are given to kids who are participating in a specific event or sporting or whatever. Punishment and using praise is different. It's different. But I will say I don't agree with if someone threw a toy and then went and like picked up a different toy and put it away. I don't think that you should not address him throwing the toy and addressing, oh, well, good job picking that toy up. Like, I don't agree with that. Like, that to me is like, no. Like, if you're going to do that, you need to say, hey, go pick up that toy that you threw. Good job picking that one up. You know, like.
What I think, though, is I kind of see it on a full spectrum of childhood to adult, right? So if I say, oh my God, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Here's all this praise and recognition. Then I see adults now who, who knows if that's what they were doing. But like at work and stuff, they do exactly what their job is and then go and complain and say, I never get recognized. What do you want to be recognized for? For the job that I'm paying you to do? Congratulations. You know what your recognition is? Your paycheck at the end of the week. Now, if you go above and beyond, absolutely. Great job.
Yeah.
Here's this, here's that. But it all starts back then.
Yeah, but I also can kind of see, like with that, it depends on the person. Everybody is different. Like, I'm self-sufficient. I don't need praise in order to keep going. Like, I know what my job is, and I do it well, and I don't need someone to tell me good job. I have people, like, who work under me that they do their job, but they like to know that they're doing a good job at their job.
There's a huge difference between, like, hey, just tell me I'm doing a good job, and hey, let me stop the presses and recognize you in front of the entire company.
But no,
because
that's a
congratulations, you clocked in on time, you did your job at the rate you're supposed to, and you clocked out on time.
There's so many people who don't do that, though, that they don't even do the bare minimum. So I do think that there's some like pros to, hey, thank you for always being here at work. Thank you for always clocking in on time. Thank you for always going to lunch on time and coming back from work on time. I appreciate you. I see you. You know,
okay.
Like, I do think, like,
yes,
you have to reward some sort of, like, I know you're doing your job, but I see you, and I appreciate that. Because, like, and you're a supervisor, too. Like, we have people that do bare minimum, and if not, like, slightly under, and you're like, God damn it. Susie, Susie. And I want to tell everybody else, thank you. Thanks for being here. And I've done that before. I've gone up to people on my team, and I've said, hey, thanks for being here today. That's just the world we live in.
I will always be a proponent of spanking.
Yeah.
Until the day I die. And when our kids grow up and they have their kids, let one of these little punks tell me that they're not going to spank their kids because it will damage them emotionally.
I know a lot of people that don't spank their kids, and I don't want this to come off as offensive. It's just what we choose to do in our household.
Yes.
I will say, though, like, I have had other mommy friends tell me that they have spanked their kid out in public, and one of my friends, whatever, and she said it wasn't even that bad. Like, she literally just gave her kid a little spanking, and a lady came up and said, I'm calling CPS on you.
That's pathetic.
And I'm like, oh my God, because, you never know these days, though, like, it's... so I feel like I'm going to be that mom, because my mom was kind of like that to me, like, wait till we get in a car, or wait till you get home. Like one of those, like, I'm never going to do it out in public, but you wait.
I will say this, like, when Madison was growing up, and, like, even now, like, with Gray a little bit, like, when he acts out in public for me, which is a rare thing, but he does, I always take them to a private place.
Yeah, like when we went up north.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was good that you took him behind everybody.
Yeah. Because I think there are some things that need to be kept in private, and, at the same time, like, I don't want to deal with the lady coming up to me going, hey, I'm going to call CPS on you when I spank him behind the bathrooms or whatever.
I'm trying to think what I would do in that situation, because I'm just very, like, I don't like confrontation, but I feel like I can quickly become confrontational when I feel strongly about stuff. And I'm just trying to think, like, if I was trying to teach my child right from wrong, right? And let's say he slapped me or threw something in the store, and I give him a little spanking, and someone came up to me and said, I'm calling CPS on you. I'm not sure if I can, like, be a true adult in that moment.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Like, Like, the audacity.
I'd be like, yeah? Well, I'm calling the cops on you for being ugly in public.
Stop.
How about that?
I'd probably be like, well, take a picture. Last longer or something. Like, I don't know. You know, like, I'm not quite sure what I would say.
Let me go buy some tissue for all the crying you're doing right now.
I just feel like that's such a Karen thing to do.
Oh, God, not you.
What?
For all the Karens out there, love you.
Do you, though?
No, like, people actually named Karen.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
For the rest of you that just complain for no reason, stop. Okay. Let us know. Let us know where you stand. Spank or not spank.
Maybe we'll put up a poll or something and let people,
Yeah, let me make life easy on you and put up a poll. How about that?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of interested. There are a lot of people that don't spank, which, I mean, there's kids out there that, like, I watch a couple YouTubers, they don't believe in spanking, and their kids are very well behaved.
Good for them.
Maybe something's wrong with us. I don't know. Like,
Good for them.
Maybe you just have really naughty kids.
Or maybe those kids just get bought everything, and then...
Here
we go.
That's one thing that makes me mad, is the Disneyland parent.
Ugh, hate it.
I feel like it's so much worse than, like, a participation trophy.
Yes.
It's, like, disgusting to me.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with actually Disneyland, just to clarify. A Disneyland parent is just someone that buys, essentially to me, buys their kids love.
Yes.
I don't want to teach you anything. I don't want to have difficult conversations with you. You know, I'll buy you this, though, to make you stop crying.
Yep. Those people that buy their kids stuff every time they go to the store just so they'll behave themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Please stop.
Please stop doing that.
Please stop. Because I feel like that is a really difficult, like, situation to be in, because as that kid grows up, they're going to think, like, I just have to ask for it. And if I don't get it, that's when I'm going to act out.
Yeah, because you know what? You're going to buy that kid that toy so he behaves in the store. Then you're going to go home. You're going to wake up on Saturday morning. You're going to get that kid dressed for T-ball. And at the end of the game, he's going to get a participation trophy.
Stop. But I do want to say that I also agree with bribing your kids every now and then, though. I feel like there's a fine line, but I think it's okay to say, hey, if you are good and you let mommy shop in Target, I'll buy you a cake pop.
We're going to get to Target here in a little bit. Okay, so now that we've talked about types of discipline, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Easier or harder? Giving birth or being a parent?
Y'all, for those of you who follow me on Instagram, I reposted what is that, like a meme? It's not really a meme, but anyways, I reposted something and it essentially was like, I thought giving birth was going to be the hardest thing.
Giving birth is difficult.
Okay, it's 100% difficult.
God, I was just so tired the entire time.
Oh yeah, you know what? Speaking of which, one of these episodes we should talk about my labor, but you looked really comfortable. Must have been nice.
Okay, keep going. What were you saying?
And it's true, like when I was pregnant, I was always just worried about the birth. Like that was the one thing that I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard. You hear all these horror stories. Oh, I wish someone would have told me, honey, that was gonna be the easiest thing. Try parenting a kid. Try for the next 18 years being responsible for somebody, how they act, what they say, are they kind, do they have morals, do they behave in public? Like, it's so much pressure. It's by far the hardest job I've ever had in my life. And I was not, like, mentally prepared for it. But are you ever really? Like, as a parent? Like, are you ever really, like,
no, never.
This is a good time to become a parent?
No, never. And even when you are parenting, like, you know, there's never, like, that deep down feeling of, like, I'm doing the right thing here.
You don't get that feeling?
No.
Ever?
13 years I've been doing this parenting thing. And there's never a time where I'm like, this is definitely what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Really?
Not like being a parent. I mean, like, what I do with my kids.
Wait, what do you mean? Can you clarify?
Yeah, like, you know, if you teach them something or you're disciplining them.
Yeah.
Like, is this the right thing to discipline over? Is this the right way to discipline?
No, but I will say there are moments like that one time where we took Gray to that one like Uptown Jungle place.
Yeah.
And remember he like was not sharing with that little girl.
I remember.
And it was like after I talked to him and I said, hey, you know, you have to share, blah, 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 you know, all that. And then he ended up sharing. Like after like that moment, stepping away and then seeing him give the balls to her and the little playpen, I was like, that felt right. Like in that moment, I was like, I meant to do this. Like, I got this. You never have like moments like that where you're like, yeah, that's right. That's my kid. I taught him that. Woo!
No, and I don't know why you're yelling.
You told me to yell before this podcast so everyone can hear me, first of all. Second of all, I'm getting really hyped. No. You need to be my hype man, please.
I think, oh God, don't start this again. God. I think that, no, I don't. I mean, yes, I think there are certain times where I'm like, okay, that felt right. But then in the back of my mind, it's like, but is it?
I mean, yeah, I feel like parenting itself is just a whole lot of questioning and a whole lot of Googling. I don't know how many times I've Googled something like, is this normal?
What did the world do without Google, I guess?
Seriously, oh my God.
Which is crazy. Like, I can apply that statement to so many things. Like
every aspect of your life, really.
Like the baby monitor thing. Like, you're obsessed with that baby monitor. It's like a video baby monitor.
Yeah.
But my thought is like, what did the world do before video monitors?
I know, they just like had to
trust. What
trust.
did the world do without monitors, period? And you're telling me you can't live without it?
I literally cannot. Do you not remember how much this saved? Because we used to have, it wasn't a video one to begin with when he was first born. And then you got the video one. And then I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't have to hover over his crib. Because,
he slept in the same room and she still had the video monitor on.
Oh, that was so bad. Yeah. I mean, no shame, man. No shame.
So, harder? Giving birth or being a parent?
Being a parent, 1,000%. It is so hard. Do you not agree? No. I mean, I know you don't give birth, but just parenting in general.
No, trust me, it's hard. And then you get judged by everybody in America about how you parent.
Not only that, but like family members too.
Listen, if you are a member of my family and you say something to me about my parenting style, shut up. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that?
It's just so crazy because like when you think about like all the generations, right? Because I even know like on my family too, like there's been times where they're like, quit holding him, like quit picking him up all the time.
I hate when you hold him all the time.
He's my baby. Like I'm not gonna, it makes me so upset because it's like, listen, are you his mom?
I don't need
Are you changing his diaper in the middle of the night?
Yes,
Are you making his meals? Like, no. So why are you so concerned with me holding my child? No. Like, I'm sorry, but is this affecting you in some way? Oh, it's not? Okay, then shh. You know? I'm sorry. I have no patience for that. I can't do it, guys. My blood's starting to boil. I just can't do it. Don't tell me what to do with my kid.
All right. We have a few minutes left.
Okay.
Give us your Target update. What is new in the world of Emily and Target? Ugh.
Why do you say like you act like you don't reap the benefits of me being in love with Target?
Not from this update, I don't.
Oh, stop. Well, for those of you that have been following along my ghost mug journey, I have located multiple ghost mugs. And they actually are here.
She bought multiple ghost mugs. As if she has multiple mouths.
Stop. Well, what if one broke? I was nervous. I will say, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there are these $5 ghost mugs that they sell at Target from Threshold. And they have been out of stock. I mean, they go in and out of stock all the time. You have to be real quick. And I have been on the hunt for this for over 4 weeks. Someone at like 3:30 in the morning messaged me and was like, hey girl, like they are in stock online.
This is ridiculous.
And it just happened to be one of those nights that I just couldn't sleep.
This is ridiculous.
What?
3 a.m.
Yes, and I'm so thankful she did because I bought it at 4. When I got back up, like officially out of bed at 6, they were all sold out. All sold out. I'm like, what?
Oh no, whatever would we do without the little ghost mug that's currently staring at me?
I will say it is so cute, but it's a lot smaller than I thought. It's like good for like a couple shots of like espresso and that's about it. No creamer.
I'm gonna need a couple shots of something if she keeps shopping on Target at 4 a.m.
Really?
Side note. Emily went 0-1 in her first fantasy football week.
Wait, well, do you know if I won last week?
That would be the 0-1.
No.
She lost.
Wait, no.
Yes, you lost.
Oh, okay. So tomorrow I'll know if I...
Well, yeah.
Oh, wait, you said you were going to check my lineup for Thursday, and then you never did.
Yeah, I already... No, I did.
Oh.
You didn't have anybody playing on Thursday.
Oh, see? I know nothing about this, you guys. Like,
But
but you know what? I will say, I hate when people know nothing about football, but they act like they know everything about football.
I will say this, though. You do need to adjust your lineup this week because Josh Jacobs is out.
I don't know what that means. Do I even have him? How do you know?
I checked your lineup for you.
God.
From my phone, but I can't edit it from my phone.
Okay, well, you have my password.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? That could be another podcast topic is, do you check your significant other's location or phone? That's a good topic. Write that down.
Love it.
Love it.
All right, we out.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.